Hey Kingdom community, aka Demon Slayers, how you doing tonight? Kinda hype, kinda not. Girl tired though. I was gonna wait to do this till tomorrow till my hair was done, but my daddy said come do it now. So okay, I'm gonna be obedient. I got like a few things to say. Well, he got a few things to say, so we're gonna just let him have his way. First thing he is hitting at is deception. Deception this hour. Y'all, do not be deceived, okay? Do not be deceived. Because Satan can throw, he can't read minds, but he can throw a thought out there. And if you think about it long enough and turn it over in your brain long enough and meditate on it and you start speaking about it, you putting it out there, this power of death, life and tongue, you speaking it, it's gonna happen. Correct? Like just a few minutes ago, he keep trying to make me believe that this girl's gonna get pregnant by my spouse. God already done told me my spouse is not gonna have no other babies except with me. We've already been through that. So you're not finna try and deceive me with that one. And I know this girl has tried. They have tried to get pregnant. And guess what? God said no. So there's that. Right? But if I keep meditating on it and keep thinking about it and then say it and then keep on saying it, it's gonna happen. Power and death and life. Power and death is in life. Power of death and life is. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. Thank you, Holy Spirit, because that was not coming out right. That's the first thing. Deception. Whatever it looks like, do not look at what it looks like. Walk by faith and not by sight. Walking by sight is going to mess you up every time, especially when it comes to acting out emotions, reacting versus responding correctly. And when I say that, I mean, think about it like this. There's first responders to a crime scene, right? If they showed up reacting, like crying out, and oh my gosh, that's blood, and ooh, her arm that came off, ooh, child, I'm finna fall out like that, instead of just doing their job, we wouldn't have no EMS because I don't want nobody working on me who is gonna faint because they see some blood, and this is your job, right? So, yes, don't act out emotions either. And don't try and do the whole thing where they do something so you want to try to do it back. I've been there. It doesn't work out like that. Don't do it. Because truthfully, if you know who your spouse is and you're standing for a marriage, even if they're doing whatever they want to do, first of all, they're going to reap what they sow, for one. For two, that is disobedience. Disobedience is rebellion. Rebellion is witchcraft. Don't do it. Because I was there. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Something else also that shout out to my good sis Meg Michelle, the video that I shared in the community post where it said she's lying on Bay or something like that. That video where I said a heart check. Something in there she said was like, she said a lot of profound things in there, but one of the main things that she said was due to her and her spouse having issues, that's how she ended up backsliding. I can attest it's the same thing for me. When me and him finally like ended, so much had happened. Like I started drinking, started to get high. I was taking muscle relaxers, NyQuil, Dayquil, drinking a whole lot. I'm like at the Daiquiri Express every day, depressed, addicted to pornography, masturbation. I definitely backslid a whole lot. Struggled with suicidal thoughts, all that. No matter what it looks like, no matter what happens, I need y'all to focus on God. Like, I'm a living testimony. It gets easier because I was doing that a year, 2 years ago, and I'm here in 2022, a whole new mindset, a whole different person, letting you know that it gets easier. And I was gonna wait to do this, but again, I've told y'all sometimes I have the gift of encouragement. So even sometimes when I don't want to do it, I do it anyway because it's not about me. It gets easier. This stance gets easier. One thing that he taught me was when what we learn while standing for a marriage is what we'll need in the actual marriage, because it's gonna come even harder when Satan wants to sit up here and try and tear out apart, because marriage is an institution of God. So focus on God, not the person, not what your spouse is doing, not tunnel vision is on God. No matter what comes your way, tunnel vision is on Christ. That's it. He already said it is finished. It is done. Focus on him. I don't care if your spouse done cheated on you, had a baby with somebody else, done lied. I'd have been through all that. All three of them things, I'd have been through. My worst fears actually happened. God still restores. Still restored. Even through all that. Didn't think I was going to make it through. In the midst of somebody saying they was pregnant with my spouse, God gave me a marriage promise about our kids. And I was like, I don't know if I have no kids. I can't have no kids if he already a daddy. What you talking about? God restores. I'm ready to tell you right now. God restores. And truthfully, it don't always got to be that difficult of a thing. But if you're over here, then you know. Let me just be honest, then you know. Okay? It ain't easy. But it's not supposed to be. It takes a certain type of person to be chosen to carry the mantle of marriage. It's not for everybody. Even if it seemed like everybody out here get married, all them ain't kingdom marriages and all them ain't children of God. So do it that way you will. If you have not watched that video by Megan, please go watch it. It is a beautiful, beautiful testimony. Like I said, like a couple months ago, when me and my spouse do reconnect, I cannot wait to just get into everything with y'all. But I can say it gets easier. So please hang on. The greater one is in you. You are stronger than what you think. No matter the attack, no matter what anybody says, I don't care if this man's family call you crazy. I don't care if that man or that woman call you crazy for you standing and waiting on them when you waiting on God to bring God together. I don't care. This man, mama and his grandma told me I was crazy for still holding on. Don't care. Because in my mind, I'm not gonna lie to that. What Carisha say? We go together real bad. I don't care what nobody gonna say. That's my spouse and I'm sticking with him. I'm gonna stick beside him. I'm gonna stick beside him no matter what. It's been like that, it's gonna stay like that. But yeah, don't be out here looking for no counterfeits. Don't be out here smoking and drinking because it don't make it no better. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It does not make it any better. It makes it worse. Count it all joy. You learn so much. You learn about yourself. You learn more about God and intimacy. God is the best husband, boyfriend, lover we could ever even think to ask. So yeah, just keep hanging on. Like it gets easier. I can tell y'all. Cause if anybody would have told me 2 years ago, after everything that me and that man have been through, that I'd be here today, standing for a marriage promise, I would call them a bold-faced liar. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But it gets easier. Again, focus on God. I don't care if you gotta block your spouse on social media. Listen, mine got me blocked still, and I have to block him on Facebook because, even with me being so close to him, I told y'all I work for his grandma, so I see him every day. We're always close. I see him every day. And even still, I'd be like, we're not even all the way there yet. I just gotta, but trust God, because God has never steered us wrong, will ever steer us wrong. I don't know if I said this, but use the prophecy that he gave you to war like never before, because the deception that Satan is trying to bring about is crazy. Like, you could be having a good day and he just give you like a thought of your spouse. All of a sudden, you want to be you irritated. You want nothing to do with them. That's an attack. If you get irritated randomly and you want to deal with nobody else, that's an attack. Be vigilant, stay aware. We have to stop being so slow to act when it comes to attacks. Because if it stay long, it festers. Then we trying to figure out where it's coming from. Well, you didn't let something fester, and now you got to get it out. And obedience is key. Repentance is key. Sorry, y'all. I'm tired, but I want to get this out. God is the Almighty. He wouldn't steer us wrong. He is not a guy. God who should lie, who can change. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So please, look at God. Not the man, not the woman, not even the spirits that are trying to attack you. Look at God. Because truthfully, we're not fighting our own battles. God is fighting the battles, and he's just using us to do it in the earthly realm. He's already done it spiritually, though. Your promise is already done. The destination is already done. The marriage is already complete. For a lot of us, we were already married in the spirit before it happens, in earth to manifest. Also, speaking of manifestations, I shared a while ago in the community post. It's down there somewhere. When there's an anointed word of God that comes forth, whether it's from God or someone speaks it over you, expect the exact opposite to manifest. It happens every time. Every time. Every time. Don't waver, okay? Stand tall. Like a tree who can stand in any weather. Sun, shine, rain, sleet, hail, whatever. Stand tall. Your spouse needs you, you need your spouse. Your family needs you, and your spousal union. Your children need you. Your grandparents, okay? It ain't easy, but you have the mantle to carry it. You are stronger than you think. You are a warrior. You are a fighter. You are not even a survivor, because you beat certain things that people didn't think you could beat. God got you through them, and He'll get you through this. I'm telling you, it gets easier. Do not throw in the towel. Y'all always in my prayers. Thank y'all for responding to the comments. Well, for commenting and interacting. Yeah. Any prayer requests, y'all already know, drop them in the comments, email, doesn't matter. I love y'all. Keep holding on, keep fighting, because it does get easier, okay? Love you guys. Later.